hello, and welcome back to Combat Court, presented by Pub Sports Radio. I'm your judge, Sin City Sarah. I am joined by the best fight night crew in the game, where we have two of our members going head-to-head and arguing out who they think should win this weekend at UFC 271. Alrighty, for our next matchup, our middleweight title bout, we have Millz representing Izzy, the last style bender, Adesanya, against Preston, who is representing Robert Whittaker, the Reaper.
Beautiful. All right, so I'm here representing Robert Whittaker, as Sarah just said. Name says it all, the Reaper. Robert Whittaker's looked the best he's ever has these last three fights. Smokes Darren Till, whoops up Cannonier, puts an absolute masterclass against Gastelum. Muhammad Ali said best, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. He's on the balls of his feet all day. Those jabs, those head kicks. He's moving around very quickly. And what I love the most, he's been finally using wrestling. We've seen how Izzy lost versus Jan. He got taken down, just beat up on the ground. He couldn't get up. Yeah, he's quick on the feet, but Robert can take a shot and give 1, 2, 3 back. He was taking shots against Gastelum, who hits hard, heavy. We know Whittaker, he'll be in the pocket. He'll push him against the clinch, beat him up, take him down, do what he needs, and he'll secure a decision. I like this fight. Go the distance. Whittaker's going to get the decision. Tough, grimy fight. Don't let Izzy dance around, style on him, and Robert's going to get this one done. Millz, what you think?
So, my client, the last style bender, there's no other one like him. I'm talking about prototype when it comes to MMA. No other body out there in MMA can emulate his style that he has. Came out in kickboxing. When it comes to striking, great job. Likes to double up. He's going to be using his reach in this fight. I believe he has him on, I think it's, what is it, an 80-inch reach to a 73-inch reach. Height advantage, too, he's going to be coming across. One thing about the defense, he kind of reminds me of Mayweather in the sense of he doesn't stand around and get hit, likes to move around, a smart fighter when it comes to it. One thing that I like to notice about this fight, this is the rematch. And, last time I checked, all three losses that I can recall in my mind of Robert Whittaker, he never defended none of the people that he lost to actually see that he was better than him. So one thing that I don't like about Robert Whittaker is he doesn't have that grit in him right there to revenge his losses. He brought up a good point about is he getting taken down by Jan Blachowicz. Let me remind you, that was at light heavyweight. That was the only guy to actually take down Stylebender. So when it comes to it, that was at a whole different weight class. While we're just speaking about weight classes, let me remind you about this guy that they call the Reaper. He lost to Court McGee at a lower weight class. I want to say it was 170 or something. So, you got a 170er trying to take down a guy who walks around at a natural light heavyweight who already fought at that, weight class. So him being able to take him down and implement that game plan, good luck with that unless you're Jan Blachowicz. And just one other thing that we're talking about. I mean, how much can Robert Whittaker improve at this point in his career? I mean, his camp's not evolving. Who's fighting out of his camp? Nobody you know of. Whittaker kind of got mental issues, Your Honor. So you might want to, check him out a little bit after this case and see what's going on. I remember it was a time he was talking about suicidal and all type of other things. Don't know if that's the type of fighter you want out there in the ring, Also, too, Izzy, he's great at making in-fight adjustments. Something your boy Robert Whittaker, he just struggles with. Izzy, round by round, whatever it takes to get the job done, he's going to be able to get that done. Another thing that I noticed about it, Robert Whittaker, he's never beat anyone who's been a UFC champion before. Not one. Stylebender, he beat 2 former UFC champions. One by the name of Anderson Silva, another one by the name of Robert Whittaker himself. So, when it comes down to it, the evidence is all out here, Your Honor. Robert Whittaker, he only has over 9 takedowns in his career, if I want to say. Shout out to Stat Diggers on that one. So, when it comes to it, Izzy, he's fought 4 times since their last rematch. Robert Whittaker only fought 3. And he had a good point about, he beat Kevin Gastelum. Stylebender beat Kevin Gastelum too. So when it comes down to it, Your Honor, Izzy Adesanya is one of the best prospects in MMA out there. So, it is what it is. It don't get no better than this. The last Stylebender, There won't be another one. Robert Whittaker, we seen this guy before. We seen him lose. We seen him check out of fights. We seen him get knocked out in the second round by my client. My client did that on an accident. He didn't even want to hurt him. So when it comes down to it, Your Honor, my client, he can't be guilty in this one.
I believe Danny wants Danny, go ahead. Danny, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but Stylebender beat Anderson Silva when he was like 50?
I mean, these arguments are atrocious, Mills. These
They're
arguments
facts,
are atrocious.
But they're facts, though.
You're bringing up a Whittaker losing to Court McGee in 2013 or 2012.
Are they facts,
10 years ago. Yeah,
Your Honor, are they facts?
It was 10 years ago. What
Well,
are we talking about?
I'm stating facts, Your Honor. We're talking about
Israel Adesanya got knocked out by Alex Pereira like 8 years ago. Like, what are we talking about? What?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's a wild argument. We've seen Whittaker's getting better, and to your point, 9 takedowns, but he took Gastelum down 3-4 times that last fight. He's implementing the wrestling. He's mixing it in more. He's gonna do that.
So let me get it. Let me guess. The game plan is to take down Izzy, right? If that's the game plan, how come nobody else could do it besides a light heavyweight named Jan Blachowicz?
These fighters fight clueless. They're clueless out there. Whittaker is smart, cerebral. He is.
Yeah, actually, if you look on an interview, your client said it verbally. How come I haven't taken down Izzy? Because it's so hard to. Your Honor, actually, your client actually has an interview out that you guys could look it up right now.
He
it was in the last 2 weeks.
The first fight.
He spoke on it. He said it's hard as fuck to take him down. So how does your client plan on implementing that again in this game plan when he's not making no changes in his game plan? Did he get a new wrestling coach? Did he get some new training partners in there? I don't think so.
I mean, he rocked Izzy too the first fight, and we've seen Izzy get rocked. So I don't think it's that far-fetched to think Whittaker, mix it up, dirty box, get inside, take him down, beat him up. Yeah, if it's a pure stand-up fight, you have to edge Adesanya. And I believe Liam here has a point to make. Liam?
Yeah, I was just going to bolster that point by saying, I do think we've seen a little bit of a change. In the Israel Adesanya fight, we didn't have any takedown attempts from Robert Whittaker. Granted, it was a pretty short fight, but he's actually attempted 22 takedowns in the UFC since. Darren Till was able to stop a lot of those attempts, but he was able to hit at a little bit higher rate against Jared Cannonier as well as against Kelvin Gastelum. So I do think that there is some path towards that wrestling improvement. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be an uphill battle, but he is not just building on the game plan of Jan Blachowicz, but also of Rob Wilkinson. His first UFC fight, he was taken down a few times, and he's shown improvement since then as well. But Rob Wilkinson basically was the only guy who tried a pressure grappling approach. And he did have marginal success, but he gassed out completely and couldn't do any damage from top position. I think that Robert, if he's able to get to those rear waist cinch positions, he might be able to do damage with the high kicks and the right hands.
Even that being said, yes, if he does get some takedowns, check this out. My boy's great at getting up off the mat. He's not the type of fighter to lay down there and give up the round. No. His height and his reach, he's going to be getting back off the cage. He's going to be getting up to his back. He doesn't just lay there. So even if Robert Whittaker is able to get him down with a few takedowns, good luck. He's not going to be able to hold him down. No ground and pound. When it comes down to it, put some respect on the champion. Until you can beat this guy at this weight class, it's just gonna be Stylebender whooping that ass.
Give me those steroids that Stylebender's on. One titty. Give me that fucking steroids that he's on. They need to test that man more. That's all I gotta say.
Alrighty, I believe Sarah.
My goodness, guys. Millz, I feel like I should be saying Your Honor to you after that. I don't know if it's bullshit facts or not, Preston, but there was some passion there, and I am convinced. I would love to believe that Robert comes out and we do see some improvement from him, but I am leaning more towards Izzy on this one, and I believe he has what it takes to get it done this weekend at 271 against Robert. Sorry about it, Preston.
Yeah, 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. Yeah.